Oh man. Hi. Oh man, oh man. Well, the last time, oh, my cheeks is red as hell. The last time I spoke with you guys, I was getting ready. There. The last time I talked to you all, I was getting ready to go in. They were getting ready to start the grand opening. And um, needless to say, the grand opening went well. Hey, Gina. Oh, shit. The grand opening, it went really, really well. I am quite pleased. It was a little wait. This was the first day, you know, um, new business. And it was just a really, really beautiful um, experience. The turnout was really nice. The people were very warm and inviting. And the food. Let's just get down to the get down and let's just talk about the food. So I ordered two different meals. One meal was shrimp, red beans and rice, and macaroni. The second meal I ordered was the lemon pepper chicken wings, cabbage, and spinach. Ooh wee. Now it's not a sit down restaurant. They want you to take their food and go on about your business. So I got my food and the restaurant is far north of my house. And I got my food. I brought the food back home. I left home and I had to go pick my son up from work. I could not wait to get back home to taste the food. I got home, got my son, I got home, and when I tell you, I warmed some shrimp up, I put some macaroni on my plate, and I put some of these red beans and rice on my plate. That shit was so good. It was worth the wait. Um, I know that with a new business, you know, you can get behind. You can get behind. But I promise you, it was worth every and I got itis all over again. It was worth the wait. Really and truly it was. That damn shrimp, that shrimp is fried in a light batter. And it is so good. I ate that fucking shrimp, but the red beans, the macaroni was perfect, perfect, perfect. And then I tasted that damn red beans and rice. That red beans and rice was so damn good. They put, I think, some smoked turkey meat in that red beans and rice. I ate that food and drank a ginger ale and some water. And shortly thereafter, itis kicked in extremely hard. I was like, God damn. I'm I'm sleepy. Princess had called me. I couldn't even talk to her on the phone because my son called me. I couldn't even talk to him. The itis was strong. Um, for the distance that it is from my house, um, yes, I would still travel there. And I'm not just saying I would still travel there because, hold on. Ugh. I'm not saying I would still travel there because he is a friend of mine. I'm saying I would go because the food, okay, that's why my face is red right there. I would still go because the food, the two dishes that I tasted was excellent. Anytime the food will put me to sleep, if I get itis after eating, the food is good. Oh, that water good. The food was excellent. I enjoyed it. I still have some. I went to sleep. I got up. I went and made me another plate, and I'm sleepy again. I was just like, man. I was like, fuck. Now this is good. I'm I, I'm very pleased with how everything turned out. I told Princess I have to take her up there on a day that she doesn't have anything to do. And we will bring the food back here and we will eat once again. Now, the next time I go, I'm going to get the lamb chops and the Alfredo. And I'm going to have to get some more shrimp, more macaroni. Oh, and I also, on my chicken, um, on my chicken entree, I got cabbage and spaghetti. So freaking good. I was just like, oh my God. You know, when it comes down to business and it comes down to supporting people in business, especially people who look like me, I will support. That is my duty as a person of color. It is my duty as a business person to support other melanated businesses. You know, um, my friend has been wanting to do this for a while, and just to see someone's dreams come to fruition is a beautiful sight to behold. And I will support anyone who, oh, I got a belt, y'all. Excuse me. I will support anyone who is putting their best foot forward and thinking about their future and trying to figure out ways to accumulate wealth and to be able to pass it down to their families, to their children. Because having future money and having a business that your children can inherit is a awesome feeling. It's a beautiful thing. I come from a father who had a business for 50 years. And when he passed away, God rest his soul, my sisters and I still had a family business. Now, the business is closed. because the neighborhood became rough with just too much violence. It was not the neighborhood that my father put the business in 50 some years prior. But I will always support Black business. I have people supporting my Black business right now. And the best way to support is to give back. You can never expect to gain anything when you don't put support out there in the first place. And I went and I had a great, great time. And I will be going back because the food was so fucking good. It was so good. And I will support my people who look like me, who start businesses. It could even be an online business. I'm still going to do my due diligence and support their business, especially if it's good and you don't know until you try. And once you try, you'd be like, oh, wow, this is great. That's what I'm going to do every fucking rip, because like I said, that's just me. And that's what makes me comfortable, you know, seeing my homie with his family and the pride that his family had. It was very overwhelming, and it was a beautiful sight to behold, to see a young Black man, because he's young. This is someone who isn't in their 40s yet. Make sure that they have saved their money to start a business. I thought that was just so awesome. And to see so many Black people coming together for a cause to support his business was a beautiful thing to behold. You know, I had a good day. My feet were hurting. Let's take this up to the lady lounge so I can have an ice cold beer. And I got to pin curl my hair up after I get off of here. Just being up there and seeing what happened, Aspen. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. I think we've had a death. What happened? She be making too much noise and I can't sleep with her. So y'all just gonna bring her up here? Yeah. Why don't you put her in your room?
Because she's gonna be interviewed.
Put her underneath the TV.
What is your dad just saw that little red today?
Are you serious?
Yes.
When?
Yesterday night.
What'd he say? Yeah, put her under the TV. Because the lady lounge isn't big enough for her. Does she have water? Yeah. Just give her a scoop of food. Just put her underneath the TV. Move the clothes basket. Thank you, son. I'll bring the food. Sorry about that, Matt. When are you gonna get your desk?
Oh.
Your dad is ordering your monitor.
No problem. This week.
Here, give us some food. She looks like she needs some. You better now, Matt? You better now?
Yeah.
She be hitting her water bottle.
Yeah.
She's nocturnal. Sorry about that. Y'all can't just be scaring me like that. I thought she died or something. These gosh darn kids. Yeah, but anyway, it was just a really beautiful day. And I have something else coming up. You tried to bring her up in the lady lounge and leave her up here. The lady lounge is pet friendly, but the lady lounge is not that pet friendly. Now, oh, man, no, but today was really, it was a really good day. Like I said, I have another event coming up. Um, One of my friends are doing, they're doing a toy drive slash cocktail party this week that I will be attending and dropping some toys off for children. Hello, Kat. Hello. I'll be dropping some toys off for children this week. Um, I just have to go somewhere and find some toys. You know, it's not hard, but I also don't want to buy cheap toys from, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, because I wouldn't buy my children cheap toys, nor would I buy my godchildren cheap toys. So I'm probably gonna find, go to like this fucking cat. Oh, I'm probably gonna go to Walmart, grab some toys there. Um, it's called cocktails and something. But I'm gonna drop the toys off for the children, have me some cocktails and hors d'oeuvres, and come home. Tis the season, you know, somewhere in this big city, somewhere probably where you live, there's children who don't have, and their parents are unable to provide toys and a meal. You know, I know a lot of people be like, it's just Christmas. It's just Christmas. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let the children enjoy themselves. Let them believe in something, because there are children who have little to believe in because of their living situations. During this holiday season, wherever you guys live, reach out. Reach out to your local shelters. Reach out to, you know, um, church organizations. See if they are having any sort of toy giveaway for these children, and give. It won't hurt you. Oh, look at my cat. She's just sitting back there looking crazy. Hey, Kamiko Boo, check and see if you can give a little to an accredited organization, like I said, or shelter, and give some kids some toys this Christmas. Buy a coat, you know, there are women in shelters and, whatnot. Yeah, exactly, Gina, exactly. You know, some of these women who are in shelters are going to be in this shelter on Christmas. Check with a shelter, see if what their rules are. Maybe you can invite a woman and her child or her children to your home to eat a Christmas dinner, a good home cooked Christmas dinner. If you don't give, I promise you, God don't bless you with no more than what you have. See, I love children, and I don't like to see children hurt. So if you all could find something to give to help a kid during this season, try, you know, support because it's the right thing to do. If you have a roof over your head and you got food and you have clothing, if you have medical insurance, if you have working a vehicle, you have access to things that other people don't have access to, just help a little. Just help a teeny bit because it's the right thing to do. And when you, pardon me, when you give a little, you will be surprised at what you get back in return. The return is great, but the giving is greater. Um, I am a giving person, but I have, you know, become more discerning about my giving, you know. But like I said, I'm gonna go do this cocktail party this weekend. Well, this week, it's during the week. Do this cocktail party and go buy some toys for these kids. I'm gonna buy 5 toys and I'm gonna wrap them because they say wrapping is optional. So I'm gonna, get maybe a few boy toys, a few girl toys. I'll wrap them in, you know, some pretty wrapping paper for the children. And then that would be my contribution. That would be my contribution. I just remember Christmas being a time of year for me as a child that I so anxiously anticipated. I've always, like, just even as an adult, and for me, I'm not getting no gifts and shit like that, you know. Um, I don't need anything for Christmas, but to wake up, see my children have woke up, the people that I care about are alive. That's Christmas gift enough for me, you know. I will be getting a few of my girlfriends some Christmas gifts and my children, even though they're big as hell, I'm going to get them a few gifts and I'm just going to enjoy my Christmas tree and just be happy, you know. I remember once this chick was like, "Girl, you not getting none for Christmas?" You always got that one person who wants to hit you with that shit. And, she's one of those. Consequently, she and I haven't talked in quite some time because the bitch kept getting on my nerves. Okay. You ain't getting none for Christmas. You ain't getting none for Valentine's Day. You ain't doing none for this. You ain't doing none for that. I said, sweetie, my life is a holiday. Okay? We ain't the same. You have to wait for Christmas to get a gift. I don't. I just want a Christmas tree and to see people around me happy. I don't need a gift. And for the life of her, that went in this ear and out that one. How old is my oldest daughter? 26. 26. And Maddie's 18. You get last water. Wow. God bless you, Kamiko. That's dope. That's dope. That really is. This bonnet tight as fuck on my head. But yeah, she was really trying to, she was needling me. And that was like the last time we had talked. And I'd say it was roughly 3 years ago. Uh, oh, I knew what you meant. It was roughly about 3 years ago. And um, yeah, it was 3 years ago. No. Yeah, it was about three. But that particular Christmas holiday was one of those Christmas holidays that I ended up having to unfriend a friend, a friend that I had known since I was 4 years old. Hey, Black Diamond, how are you? Between the chick that I known for not 4 years, 40 years, like actually not even 40. At that point, it had been 40 some years that she and I had known each other. And she and I had to stop being friends literally on Christmas Day at 11:10 a.m. And she came at me about something that really ooh, I was so fucking mad. So I'm going to tell you all a story. I met this particular woman when I was probably about 5 or 6 years old. And we had remained friends all through elementary school, through high school, and up into our adult life. When my first husband and I, when our relationship fizzled, I came back to Chicago. I gotta pee, y'all. Can you give me a minute? Hold that thought. Let Roxanne go pee. Cat, talk to them. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. You know, the kids be asking you questions. Why are you using the toilet? Whew. Okay, so I'm back. So this particular year, this particular year, some miraculous things have happened in my life, right? Now, this woman, let's go back. So, me and my first husband, marriage went kaput. And I was basically left with nothing. Like, I'm so serious at that time. So, I came back to Chicago and some things were transpiring that I don't care to discuss. But I ended up staying with her. And I was going to go back to New York. And she let me use this duffel bag she had. Yes, boo.
I'm gonna get free and find out tomorrow.
Yeah. What you know what? We can go after I drop your brother off at work. He has to be at work at 12. Go get my cigarettes, my Altoid ashtray, and my lighter. After I drop him off and I'm halfway back home, I'll let you know. Call. Girl, you don't want to take that 45-minute ride. You can stay at home and chill. So, anyway, whew, that fucking bonnet is tight around my forehead. It's giving me a little headache. Okay. All right. So, anyway, so she allowed me to use this duffel bag of hers. And you didn't eat any of the food I brought?
Oh,
You.
no, not yet.
Okay.
I thought when you were asking me about what I ate earlier, I thought you was asking about the McDonald's. Sorry.
Damn, you got McDonald's and I got you food?
But you know I did. We talked about that earlier.
No, we didn't, Maddie. I promise you we didn't. But I mean, I'm not mad because you ate McDonald's, but did you get McDonald's after I brought food home?
No.
Oh, you got it before?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not upset, Maddie. Yeah, you don't have to get a little stank with mama. I can question. So she allowed me to use this duffel bag of hers. It was a Louis Vuitton duffel bag. And I went to New York. And when I came back to Chicago, the airline lost the bag. And I informed her. I said, "Hey man, look, they lost your duffel bag." So she was like, and she was like kind of upset. I was like, "Well, file the claim." So she says, "Well, the duffel bag was a gift." And I'm just like, "Well, find out from the person who gave it to you as a gift. Find out from them what Louis Vuitton they got it at. It doesn't even make a difference what Louis Vuitton you buy Louis Vuitton at. Because inside of all high-end bags, there are serial numbers. And whoever, when you go buy and whatnot, they know who bought what because of the serial number. So I told her to file the claim because that way, whatever was in the bag that I had, that because the bag was missing, they'll replace my shit and they'll give you probably not the complete value of the bag, but they'll give you some of the value of the bag. She never did it. Okay. Mind you, I was homeless and having some issues. And Time went on. Fast forward, I got my shit together. Okay. And when some things in my life had transpired, and she and I had still been talking, but every so often she would be like, "Hey, Miami Pooh." Every so often she would be like, "Girl, it would sure be nice if I can get my Louis Vuitton duffel bag back." And I'm just like, when I get that type of money to get you to replace your duffel bag, I will. Mind you, this is 20 years ago. So fast forward to about 3 Christmases ago. Yeah, 3 Christmases ago. My son, Asa, and I were, and his lady friend at the time, and Maddie, we were doing some Christmas shopping, right? So we went down to Louis Vuitton because my sisters were like, "Oh, what are we gonna get mom for Christmas?" They were like, "Let's get her a scarf. Mom wants this black Louis Vuitton scarf." And I was like, because by then I had the money to do shit like that. So I was like, I'll get it. So we went into Louis Vuitton. I looked at some scarves, and my son was like, "What should I get Granny?" And I was just like, I don't know. Get her some, get her some perfume or something. Now, during the holiday season, particularly Christmas, Louis Vuitton you can get a bottle of one of their signature fragrances, and they'll engrave the bottle with the person's initials. I bought my mom her scarf, and I was sitting in a chair waiting for them to do the engraving on my son's perfume that he's given his grandmother for Christmas. And I'm sitting there with a glass of champagne, and I'm looking all around the Louis Vuitton store like, mm, this is not about me. This is about us getting my mama something. I'm not going to buy anything. So my son's girlfriend slash lady friend at the time snapped a picture of me sitting there with a glass of champagne and holding this Louis Vuitton bag. And she sent it to me, and I posted it on my Facebook page. And the lady whose bag got lost comes underneath my comments and says, "Looks like somebody's getting a bag from Louis Vuitton." And I'm like, I didn't entertain her statement. So I was just like, girl, shut the fuck up. Okay. So then Christmas rolls around, and I did a brief live of Maddie and Aston opening their Christmas gifts. And there was a lot of them. And they weren't little, they weren't little kids. Maddie was probably like, I don't know, but Aston was older. I think was he in high school? I think he was still in high school. But anyway, and I'm sitting there in the glow of watching my children open their Christmas gifts. And I look down at my phone. And what do I see? A text message from her. And it was a long one. It's like not this long. And she basically said, "I'm happy to see your children are enjoying their Christmas. It looks like I'm not going to get my Louis Vuitton bag back. You're not going to replace it." Mind you, the bag was lost 20 some years ago. She was just like, "It will be nothing for you. It would be," she said, "a drop in the bucket." You will reap what you sow with my bag. And I was just like, bitch, are you hitting me at 11:10 a.m. on Christmas about a bag that, one, I don't even know if it was real or not. Okay. Two, you ain't had Louis Vuitton since Louis Vuitton had you. And three, you want to disrupt my Christmas because you see how my children's Christmas was set up. Now, quiet is kept, even if the bag was not real. Me being the classy bitch that I am, I was going to get her the bag after the new year, after I took care of my family first. But she overshot her load with me. Okay? She did too much. And I was just like, you really tried to be a killjoy to me on my Christmas day. And I was actually going to get her the bag, but it was going to be after the holidays simply because she and I had a birthday both in January. And I thought that would have been a nice thing to give her. But mm, she crossed the line. See, that's one thing about me. My cutoff is real when it comes to financial shit. A Louis Vuitton duffel bag is a major investment. And like I said, I didn't know if her bag would have been actually real or not. She said it was a gift, and I was willing to replace it. But 20 years ago, I didn't have any money after my first husband and I went our separate ways. It took a minute for me to get that type of money. And it took a death for me to get that type of money. Even being married and my husband making what he makes, to go out and just buy a Louis Vuitton bag, a duffel bag, that would have been something major. So, but I promised her, and I try not to break my promises. And this is, like I said, someone who I had known since I was 5 years old. And that bitch tried to ruin my Christmas. Consequently, she never got that duffel bag. Because she upset me. Because she couldn't just wait another fucking month. Bitch, all you had to say was Merry Christmas. But I'm a firm believer that God reveals, the universe reveals. And I had talked to some of my girlfriends. I even called my attorney and was just like, bitch, guess what the fuck just happened? Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas, girl. And she was like, Roxy, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. I called my kid's godmother and told her. I called one of my girlfriends, yeah, and told her. And the consensus was because I call my girlfriends the consul, okay? The high consul of Roxanne. They were like, that bitch been waiting 20 years. Do you think she ever really liked you in the first place? I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes in life, your star just shines brighter than other people. And sometimes it's a real hard pill for them to swallow. But I promise you on my children, and I don't put shit on my kids. If she had not said anything to me on Christmas, I was going to wait for her birthday and get that for her. And she didn't. And that kind of, that, and she was saying some real slick shit in her text message. She said something. I was like, damn, are you threatening me? And that bitch said, if I wanted something to happen to you, it would have been happened. I said, girl, that's when I just had to pick the phone up and call her. I was like, I'm not going to say her name because she lives here in Chicago. And I wish no bad on her or anything, but I was like, girl, look, you already know what it is. I was just like, you need to stop playing. I'm like, you mad about a bag from 20 years ago that you would have got if you had just waited. She was sending me pictures like this wouldn't have cost you anything. But the pictures that she was sending me of Louis Vuitton duffels were like $300, $395, shit like that. A Louis Vuitton wallet is like $300. So if you sending me pictures of Louis Vuitton duffel bags that are only 300 some dollars, that leads me to believe those are counterfeit bags. I don't buy counterfeit bags, you know. And she was just really trying to go in on me on Christmas. So consequently, she and I are no longer friends. But if she had just waited, but God didn't want me to go spend that type of money on her. So he just said, let this happen. Let me sprinkle a little of this in. Because I was going to get her bag for her birthday. I have one, but the difference. You are so funny. I mean, it doesn't make a difference if it's a Ooey or a Louie. If she had just gave me a minute to take care of the things that I needed to take care of first for my family, she would have reaped the benefits. But everybody is not supposed to reap your benefits or take those journeys with you. And she's just still here in Chicago and doing her fucking thing, I guess. I don't know. Um, I was shocked and I was pissed off because I just felt like you could hear the hate coming from her text, her Christmas morning text. Pardon me. And I was just quite um disgusted about the whole thing, frankly. But I'm like, damn, bitch, you really went there. You really went there. So between her and the other chick who kept going on about you not getting nothing for Christmas, and why don't you get this for Christmas, and why don't you do that for Christmas, and why don't somebody buy you this? I'm like, girl, I don't require that. And she just was really upsetting me. And I don't like to scream and yell and shit like that unless I have to. You know, I don't want to say it because the zipper doesn't work anymore. Okay, Black Diamond, real shit. What you need to do is Google purse and bag repairs in your city and have them put a new zipper in. Voila, a brand new zipper, and you're back in business. It would probably be $25 to replace the zipper. Don't let a zipper stop you from carrying your fucking bag. Go get the zipper fixed. Google it and get the zipper fixed. But the other chick, she irritated me because she was just like, I just felt like she was trying to do like this competition thing. She was like, yeah, I'm getting this, this, and this, this, and this for Christmas. What you getting? Girl, nothing. Why? Girl, you need to get something for. No, I don't need to get anything for Christmas. I was like, girl, you did this to me last Valentine's Day with this bullshit. Why? Hey, hey, Kiki, how you doing, baby? I'm like, why? What? I was like, why do you always make it seem? Why do you always tell me what your person is getting you for these holidays? And then when I tell you I'm not getting anything or I don't want anything, you want to go back and forth with me about why I need to get something. And she was just like, well, I just think I don't give a fuck what you think. This is what you don't understand. Well, don't you be sad that you don't get nothing for Christmas. Bitch, I'm a grown ass woman. I'm an adult. If I was a child, yeah, I would be sad. I am a fully grown ass fucking woman. What do I look like sitting around being sad because I didn't get anything for Christmas? My joy is knowing that I got something for my children. I got some things for my good, real girlfriends. That's what makes me happy. That's the shit that moves me. And she just did not understand that. And then I just knew right then and there. I was like, she's irritating me. And I probably can't be cool with her because she's gonna keep doing this, shit with me and making it out to be like some sort of Christmas, Valentine's Day, um, competition. Holler at me when you do this shit once a week, every other day, all the other days of the year. I don't need a day. I don't even celebrate Mother's Day. I don't. Mother's Day for me, if I can go just sit down, maybe just have me a cocktail, watch some Law and Order, not have anything to do, no laundry, no nothing. Happy Mother's Day, bitch. I never felt like, as I got older, I never felt like I required Mother's Day. I don't need no fucking cards. I don't need no flowers. You know why? Because I don't need a particular a day to validate who I am as a mother. Some people don't understand that. I do. People be like, girl, you weird. I'm not weird. Fuck you, bitch. You're weird. Okay? Don't call me weird. Just because I don't subscribe to the same shit that you need, because you need a pat on the back because it's Mother's Day. Stop it. People be going out for brunch and shit on Mother's Day and all that other stuff. And I'd be like, now I will wish other people happy Mother's Day. My mom, my sisters, my girlfriends. I wish other mothers happy Mother's Day. But I don't require it. And it's just odd that people sometimes don't get that. It's just not me, y'all. It's just not my schmeal. It's not. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, take it back because you're going to need your bag, you know. But yeah, so it all goes back to giving and supporting. I gave my support today to an amazing human being. And we have been friends maybe 10, 11, 12 years. And I have supported his endeavors, and he has supported mine and dreams. And dreams do come true. And I was so honored to see his dream come true with him being able to open up a business. I don't what do you call that? I forgot the word. Compartmentalize. I think that's the word, but I'm not going to use it. I don't try to put people into boxes in my life. I'll fuck with you the long way until I can't no more. And those that I support them wholeheartedly because I do it out of a place of kindness because I don't want to lose blessings, you know. I don't want to lose blessings. Wait a minute, Kiki, a song on the radio. Oh, Kiki, I need to know what song it is so I can hear it and find out where it is and support it because I want to. I want to. I love how Kiki said spells Roxanne. She goes Roxana. I love that. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, I'm belching up all that food. Ugh, I might have to brush my teeth, y'all. But no, that when me and her, I just had to stop talking to that lady on Christmas Day, y'all. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. After being around somebody growing up by the road, okay, by the road, Black Diamond. And after knowing her as long as I did, knowing someone since you were 5 years old, and they get down on you like that, I was just like, wow, it kind of hurt. And then I had to get my mind right and just get over the hurt of it all. That bitch wasn't sitting around thinking about, well, yes, she was sitting around thinking about me on Christmas. I wasn't thinking about her and what she wanted. I want a Versace robe I saw. By the robe, by the robe. Buy the freaking roll, Black Diamond. Girl, they're wonderful. I'm thinking about buying me another one for myself for my birthday. See, I celebrate my birthday, but I don't need no Christmas gift. But I do celebrate my birthday. And I'm still up in the air like, should I just fly to Jamaica for like 2 days, 3 days? Because I don't need to go on no what do you call those activities and shit? Just give me a beach and some water. And if they got a Corona, but I'm pretty sure they got a lot of Guinness there. And I don't like Guinness. I don't like stouts. Now I'll cook with a stout beer. Let me tell you all something. If you take your ribs and you soak your ribs in Guinness stout for like 2 days before you barbecue them, you'll thank me later. You won't taste the beer because the beer will cook, all that will cook out on the grill. Who's out there? It's that badass cat. Yeah, and red stripe. You can put red stripe on. You can put any beer on like ribs and let it sit for 2 days. And baby, mm, 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 it will. It transforms the meat. Or if you have what do you call those? Like a pork shoulder or a butt thing or whatever it's called, and you soak it in beer. Ooh wee. It breaks down all that shit. All of it, all of it, all of it. But yeah. So this week, you guys, what are we doing? The songs. Oh, Drake. Kiki, do you love me? That's my shit. And y'all know I love Drake. Ezra says hello. Ezra, the badass Christmas elf. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. He did his Michael Jackson move. It's Ezra. You know, these elf on the shelves, I really don't know. Hey, Tracy, my sister. Tracy, girl, I cannot wait for you to come to Chicago. They have dressing at the restaurant. Auntie, your auntie Kiki said hi. Hi, Auntie Kiki. How you doing, girl? You know I love you. Can you do me a favor? Can you throw me a kiss? Throw me a kiss, TT. Tracy, they have dressing. And please give me a kiss. I love you, Kiki. I love you, girl. Oh, Kiki, he gave you a kiss. Isn't that wonderful? You go sit down, Ezra. Okay, bitch. Oh, and he wouldn't sit down like a good boy. Oh, your auntie gave you a kiss, Ezra. Oh. So, Tracy, they have dressing. Now, I did not get the dressing today. I got the macaroni. Let me tell you, I make some good ass macaroni. But they macaroni was good to the motherfucker. And now they red beans and rice, Tracy. I don't know what kind of magical shit they put in those fucking red beans rice. I know they put some turkey meat in there. I don't know what they did. That shit was so motherfucking good. Girl, I came home. I picked Aston up from work. I brought the food home. Came home. I took off those tight ass leather pants and those damn boots. I love my Louboutins, but goddamn it, my feet felt like they was my heels was starting to burn. I'm like, God damn. Got home, took those off, peed real quick, and left back out. When got asked and got home, girl, ate that food. Tracy, if the rest of the food tastes like that, the fucking dressing gotta be fat. It gotta be fat. You know I love making macaroni, girl, but that motherfucking macaroni was off the charts. I ate that food. I started eating, and those shrimp. Oh, Tracy, girl, I ate that food, and baby, a itis came over me so strong. Not strong, strong. That itis came over me so damn strong. I was like laying in bed and I was yawning and yawning. And you know, when I yawn, my eyes tear up. I just had tears running down my face. I was like, mm. Asa called, girl. I couldn't even talk to him. He was moving into his apartment. He was letting me know. And I was like, yo, son, I went to my friend's grand opening of his restaurant and I got and the cabbage and they do spaghetti too. That was fat. His mama and his sister cook. I was just like, nigga, you gonna have me fat because I'll be getting in my car fatter than what I currently am. I'll be getting in my car driving all the way the fuck up north on Howard just to get some damn food. But it was good. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. You know, it was the grand opening, was a little pushed back some, but it was worth every minute. I waited, and I was his first paying customer. And we took a picture with me holding up my receipt because it says number one. So I was customer number one, and I am going to I'm gonna have I'm gonna find a picture frame, and I'm going to frame my receipt, and I'm gonna keep it here in the lady lounge, and I'm going to just ask the universe to continue to shine on him because everything starts with one restaurant. You never know. You never know. I wish him success. I wish him success. Because if he opens up another restaurant and they use the same recipe, they'll stay open forever. They will stay open forever. I was I was like pleasantly surprised. But he called me after I got home before my itis kicked in full fledged. And he was like, yo, Rox. He's like, I just want to thank you for coming out. I really appreciate you. Woo bapty bam. He's like, you were my first paying customer. And I was like, you know what I appreciate? Because sometimes you think people don't listen to you or hear you. I said, what I appreciate is you put shrimp and grits on your menu. He was like, yeah, I did. He was like, you told me that. And that really, really touched my heart because he knows I'm a real live foodie ass person. And the shrimp recipe they use is a family recipe that his grandfather started with and opened a restaurant here in Chicago. And it's called Harry's Gulf Coast Shrimp. And the family's from Louisiana, baby, and the shrimp, I don't know what kind of magical flour or what they cook that shrimp in, but those motherfuckers is good. And I remember telling him, I'm like, well, it would be really awesome if you take your grandfather's shrimp recipe and incorporate some grits. I was like, do a shrimp and grits. Put some cheese in your grits and put the shrimp on the side. Don't put the shrimp on top of the grits because this is not a restaurant that you sit down and eat in. And you don't want to do that. I said, take your shrimp, put in a separate container, put the grits, the cheesy grits in one container, and give it to your customer. And when they get home from visiting your restaurant, they could pour the shrimp on top of the grits themselves. He's like, damn, Roxy. He's like, that's dope. That's dope. And he did it, and it was on the menu. And I was just like, damn, I didn't think, I didn't, he'd been so busy trying to get the restaurant open, you know, I couldn't believe that he did it. And since I was the first customer, I was sitting there, was standing up against the wall, waiting for my order to get ready and hearing people come up to the window and order shrimp and grits. I was just like, damn, little homie really listened to me. And that just really made me feel good. That made me feel so good. I thought that was awesome. I'm just like, you. And he listened. I was like, don't have an overwhelming menu. Don't put 3 million things. Give them a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I was like, because you don't want people thinking too long. Excuse me. And when it comes to business, it's all in the details. And then listen to that. Yeah, there go Chingaling. Oh, baby. And, I was just so happy for him and his family and his motherfucking sister and mama can cook they asses off. God damn. Like when I tell you all, now Tracy knows this for a fact. I love red beans and rice from Popeyes. But I don't get the white rice. I like the Cajun rice with the red beans on top of it. And when they discontinued the Cajun rice at Popeyes, I sat down and composed a strongly worded letter to Popeyes Corporation to let them know, hey, how do you take the most Cajunest motherfucker off the fucking menu? And it's supposed to be Cajun. Popeyes started in Louisiana. That's the first place I ever tasted Popeyes. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I was just happy to know they brought it back. But their fucking red beans and rice, shit. It was so damn good. Oh, and baby, when I got home, I put some on a plate and I was tasting the red beans before. Because usually I like to put hot sauce on my red beans and rice. It didn't even require it. I was like, God damn. I couldn't even make it to my room to lay down and eat because I be on some straight fat shit. Only time I sit up and eat is when I go to a restaurant. My ass be laying on my side in my bed, eating my ass off watching Law and Order. But hold on, y'all. Let me go. I gotta go throw these away. I'll be right back. And y'all know my bad bladder ass had to stop and go pee. So anyway, um, the menu was great. So I was very, very pleased. You know, I was just like, the fuck? Everything was so good. Mm. And if anyone knows me, knows that I am a food person and I love soul food. You know, I love it. Mm, mm, mm. Ah, I still got food back there. There's still shrimp. I think I ordered, I think it's 28 shrimp. It's like 28 shrimp. That shit was so good. So good. Mm, 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 mm. I promise you, God willing, I get up in the morning. I drink that coffee. Ooh, my stomach gonna be on bubble mode tomorrow. I'm like, damn, I might need to go get me a colonic or something, cause motherfucker, I was laying in that bed, I was eating, I had the fan blowing on me and shit. You know, that's some real fat shit to do. To lay in bed, mind you, and I ain't even trying to be funny, y'all. I was laying in bed butt naked, butt naked eating with the fan blowing on me. I was like, oh, Roxanne, you should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, I was in that motherfucker slamming. Oh, and then I called my son on the phone and I'm like, hey, do me a favor, bring me a ginger ale. I ate that motherfucking food and I took that damn ginger ale. I took that, and I only drink my ginger ale with a straw. I drank that motherfucking ginger ale down so motherfucking fast, belched, and was just laying there watching TV and the yawning and the yawning. And I yawned and yawned and yawned. And I was just like, damn. I'm like, this is really good. The itis kicked in and people calling me and shit. And I'm just like, hey, look, I can't talk right now. I just ate some soul food. I don't know what it is about anything that we touch as black people, black soul food and Mexican food, authentic Mexican food will put a good soul food and good authentic Mexican will down, put me down hard. I was just like, I have to go sleep. I was like, Asa, look, mommy loves you, but the old girl is going down. I ate some soul food. He's like, you got that itis, mama. You got that itis. And the itis was strong. I was just like, fuck. But it was good, good, good. And I don't have no complaints about the day, you know. This week we'll go get the Christmas tree. Old Christmas tree. And I'm just gonna put up a few Christmas decorations. Like I said, I'm not going crazy this year. You know, and that's it. That's it. Shit, I'll fuck around and order me some fucking more red beans and rice from them for New Year's. Cause you know they tell you New Year's and shit, you're supposed to cook some black eyed peas. I've never been a fan of black eyed peas. Don't know why. Never been a fan. But I do like beans. You know what I mean? Hi. How are you? Every corner. Oh, Foxy, cool. Don't play with me. Now, in Chicago, we have an area. We have a very large Mexican population here. And there's an area, and you guys can look this up, and I think I told you all this before. It's called Little Village. Look up 2 streets. Look up Cermak, Mexican restaurants on Cermak, and look up Mexican restaurants on 26th Street. And start counting. I promise you, you're going to get tired of counting. So many Mexican restaurants. They had I've had one from this one place, but they put, I don't know what kind of meat they use. They're called burritos or something, and you dip them in this consomme and eat them. I want a beef one, a beef, cheese, and cilantro. Mm-mm-mm. No, I don't like no black eyed peas. I surely don't. I don't care how you cook them. Now, I'll eat um I'll eat like lentils. I'll eat red beans. I'll eat pinto beans. But I'm just not a fan of black eyed peas. You know, they say you're supposed to cook a pot of black eyed peas for the new year to bring you good luck. The only thing, and it's not that I don't like them, it's something about black eyed peas that just it gives me gas and they make my stomach hurt. I don't know what it is. I just never been a fan of them. Those are real. What's real close, Foxy? What's real close, baby? You know. But I'm not a bean eater. But I do like refried beans. And I do like frijoles negros, black beans. I like black beans. Black beans and rice, you know. I don't know. I like how the Puerto Ricans do their beans and rice, and I like how the Mexicans do their beans and rice. And I like red beans and rice, but I'm just not a black eyed pea fan. Yeah, the goat tacos. I don't I don't like that. I bought some and I wasn't too I didn't like it. I think I would have did better if they had been steak. You know what I mean? I think I would have did better if they had been steak because I didn't like the goat meat. And I like goat. That's so crazy. I like goat. I just don't like goat in taco form, you know, for real. But there are so many Mexican restaurants here in Chicago, you know. Oh, so you're on the border. So you got a ton of Mexican restaurants. And it is authentic. What you call Barreras, yes. I want the beef ones. I don't want the gold ones. They're close to Mexico. Let's see here. Hey, I feel like if they want to come over, let them come. That's just my personal opinion, Foxy Cool. Let them come. Hell, this place didn't belong to them. And if people want to really get technical about people coming over here, a long, long time ago, before they did all that Lewis and Clark shit and whatnot, California, New Mexico, Nevada were all part of Mexico. That was all Mexico. That whole area was populated by Mexican and Indian people. Yeah, it's true. It's true. So my whole thing is, who is anybody to build a wall to keep somebody out of some shit that really didn't belong to you in the first motherfucking place? That'd be like me coming to your house and telling you, I'm putting the fence up. I don't want anyone coming over here to your house. You'd be like, Roxanne, if you don't get your ignorant ass off my lawn, I'm going to call the proper authorities on you. People always want to claim some shit. I feel like they want to say the United States is a melting pot. Oh, in Arizona. Yep. Thank you, Foxy Cool and Arizona. I feel like if you want to say United States is a melting pot, live up to it. Let people come. They figure everything else out here. Let people come over here. Since it's a melting pot. Look, I'm going to be perfectly honest. People always screaming about how Mexicans do this and Mexicans do that. Don't talk about Mexican people. Don't talk about Mexican people. They want to work just like other people want to work and take care of their families. And if they feel like they have a better chance to help themselves and their families by coming over here, let them come. Who is it hurting? Is it really hurting your house? No, it's not. It's not. Let them come. Motherfuckers always screaming American dream. Let them dream. And let them try to make their dreams come true. Who is anybody to stop anybody's dreams? Because you don't want them over here. Woo, Lord. Don't get me started. If you dig down, you will find it didn't belong to either of them. It wasn't called, exactly. That shit was not called California. It was not called California. All that area that I named, and Foxy also let me know Arizona, all that was part of Mexico. And then they fucking did whatever they did and purchased this, and they cut the Mexico part out. That's why they only got that one little part called New Mexico. Okay? Don't talk about don't stop saying who you don't want here. And and guess what? It don't be us. Yeah, I heard about that. That's a little bit too much to talk about on here, Foxy, maybe on another day. But leave the Mexican people alone. If they want to come over here, let them. Shit. Because I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I've never had a Mexican person do me wrong. Guess who has done me wrong? People who look like me. People who look like me. See, people want to get technical about shit and want to blame shit on white folks. They want to blame shit on Mexican folks. I never had a white person or a Mexican person get down on me. But my own people, I just told you all the fucking story. Yeah, my people have. You know, I might have had a little brush with a melanated challenged person, but they ain't never treated me like people of my own color. Shit. People be worried about the wrong shit. You worry about the wrong shit. I don't worry about Mexican people. I don't worry about white folks. Who I worry about? People who look just like me. Hi, you know, because we mean to each other. Voila, light bulb moment. We're mean to each other. We really are. We so mean to each other. We don't even need to worry about nobody else. Oh, let's cut on the tiny Christmas tree, you guys. A tiny Christmas tree. It's the Lady Lounge Christmas tree. You have a personal opinion about who, Miss Kiki? About who? I just don't get off into it. The circles we run in. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. But I also find it so easy to be kind than shitty. People don't be understanding. Being mean causes wrinkles. Y'all think I be bullshitting. It causes wrinkles. Oh. But yeah, hold on. Let me show you all. Let me turn this around. There goes Ezra. I am sipping on a Corona Cerveza. It's the entitlement they think they have. Yeah. Are we speaking on melanatedly challenged people? Yeah. Yeah. Before I hopped on my live, because I did want you all to know how the rest of my day went with the grand opening. I was laying in bed watching Dr. William Henry Gates. A documentary is 6 hours long. And when I go back in my room, I'll probably rewatch it. It's called Many Rivers to Cross. And it is a history of us, of Black people, starting in Africa up to the present day. And it is an excellent documentary. And I think you all should watch it. I caught it one day, and I recorded it. It came on PBS, you know, and it's excellent. It's excellent. I I suggest everyone watch it. It's very, very good. But yep, certain people have a sense of entitlement. Should they? Probably not. You know, I when I see the senses of entitlement, I just be like, whatever. I try not to get too caught up. Well, you better catch up. Catch up, Foxy. um, I just don't pay no attention to them unless you coming at me directly with that entitlement shit. Then I will pop off real quick. Like the fuck? I have to give him the side eye, the head. I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. Mm-mm. But Kiki, maybe where they are is not the best situation. You know what I mean? For their their child or themselves. You know, I just feel like America is big as shit and it's plenty of room Let people be. Let people live. That's all I'm saying. If they want to come over here to have their baby, Kiki, let them. We can't do that anywhere. Yeah, we can. You can. You really can. If you are pregnant and you travel, let's just say you're pregnant and you go to France and you just happen to go in labor in France and you give birth in France, your child is now technically a citizen of France, but the parents are from the United States. So now this child has dual citizenship. And guess what? If you want to go anywhere in the world and live and you pregnant, those people let you come. I personally have never been anywhere in the world where they like, no, we don't want you over here. I just feel like people should be able to go where they want to go. Hey, Neek, what's up, Pooh? I just feel like people should be able to go where they want to go. That's all I'm saying, Kiki. You need a chaperone. No, well, I love France, you know. I mean, but if you there, you happen to go in labor, Kiki, you can't hold the baby in. When that motherfucker want to come out, that baby, what? Hello, hello, mom, I'm ready to come on out. I just feel like people should be able to go anywhere that they want to go. And if you just happen to have a baby, or if you're escaping a situation that's not a good situation, let them come. In the grand scheme of things, it don't hurt us. It don't. You know, people be like, oh, they take our jobs. A lot of undocumented people don't work regular jobs because they are undocumented. They can't go to these big factories and shit and get jobs. They got to be able to have some papers. Yes. I mean, I can have the baby in another country and go back to the United States to raise it. But if I chose to stay in that country, all I gotta do is go to my U.S. embassy and tell them I'm extending my shit. I would like to apply for, a visa. I don't even know if you need visas to stay in other countries over a certain period of time. I really believe we're the only country that requires people to have visas to come here. No, because a place like certain places, you know, it's not hard. It's not hard. I have friends born, you know, because their parents were in the military. They were born in other countries. And hell, they were able to get their birth certificates. Hell, it's hard getting your goddamn birth certificate right here in the United States. Shit, they act like you doing something wrong asking for your own shit. Making you jump through 3 million motherfucking hoops to get your goddamn birth certificate. And let's not speak on a social security card. They want everything but a fucking blood sample. And this shit's supposed to be yours. You know, it's supposed to be yours. It's supposed to be your birth certificate, your social security number. But people have done so many fraudulent things. Hey, little boss lady. How you doing, my dear? You know, people done so many fraudulent things with fucking social security cards and shit like that. Hell, there was a time that you can go get you could put in for your social security card and they would give you a printout. Now they don't even do that anymore because motherfuckers have done bullshit. People be on bullshit. You know, it's hard. Exactly, Kiki. It's hard here. Shit. You want to get a passport? Shit. Do you know when you go get a passport and you take your birth certificate? That's why I got multiple copies of my birth certificate because they have to mail your actual birth certificate off to what do you call it? The State Department. And excuse me, once they process your passport and everything, then they send you your birth certificate back. So you got to question what's really yours. What's really yours? If if you got to go through all that shit just to get a social security card, a birth certificate, or a passport, is this land really yours? Ours? No, we're just here. And if someone else wants to come here, let them come. It ain't no sweat off of nobody's back. It's people who don't want certain people here. And me personally, and I respect everyone's opinion because everyone's opinion is their opinion and I have my opinion. I don't care who come over here. I really don't. I don't lose no sleep over it. I don't think about it. I be like, come on. Come on. I just think people should just let people, and don't have a name change. Girl, it be too much. It's too much. It's too much. So what do you really own? Take a copy. Man, you need and then you want to get a driver's license? Here, you got to do too much. You got to give a birth certificate, social security card, a bank statement of some sort, a utility bill. Motherfucker, I am who I am. But people have done so many, like I said, some fraudulent ass shit and done fucked it up for just regular ass people like us who just want to get IDs and get this, you know. It's crazy. That's why I don't understand why people get so upset because Mexicans want to come to this country. Let them. It's not like they coming and living in your house. Yeah, I know taxpayers be pissed off in California, but guess what? They always pissed. You live, you breathe, you paying taxes. And guess what? Mexican people come over here. Right. Yeah, thank you, little boss lady. It's torture. Mexican people come over here, African people come over here. It ain't like they coming over here and staying in your house. 9 times out of 10, they got family here. You know? And then they had to bring people up from Mexico because of something happened down there. We just supposed to leave people hanging? women and children? No, that's not right. That's not right. People be like, so what? So what they don't pay taxes? See, here's my thing. When people say pay taxes, I look at paying taxes maybe a little differently than other people. You have your grocery taxes, you got taxes on this, you got taxes on clothes, the shit you buy. You buy a car, you got taxes on that. If you own a house, you got property taxes. Here in Chicago, we got water bills, you know. But then there's taxes. See, if you file a what do you call it, a W-2, and you're getting money back, you're getting what you paid in your taxes back. Suppose to a motherfucker who got to pay actual taxes. See, I have to pay taxes. Me personally, I don't get tax money. This is like the first time. Well, first husband, we had to pay taxes. This time, I gotta pay taxes. Let me explain something. When you manning your business and you go to your mailbox and you get some shit from the IRS telling you, oh, you owe us $75,000. The last thing I'm thinking about is a Mexican family coming to the United States to try to live a better life. I'm thinking, God damn it. I gotta pay fucking taxes. Should I get on a payment plan with these motherfuckers? Should I give them about $30,000 and then get on a payment plan? I don't think about who's coming here. When I get a $75,000 tax bill, and that's real. I give a fuck who come to this country. I'm not blaming Mexicans. I'm not blaming Africans. I ain't blaming nobody. So when people talk about taxes, what? Hell, everybody be extra excited because they know that by the end of January, they be done had their W-2. By February, March, they getting money back. I got a deadline to give some motherfuckers some money back. I got to give some money back. But guess what? I don't sit around and worry about who coming in this country either. I just be like, hey, it hurts. How, and then, what I get mad about, it ain't Mexican people. Nah, it's not. I get mad about when it's people like these, like millionaires and billionaires, and they getting tax breaks. What? Huh? And y'all hot on my heels? Cause I gotta pay taxes, but this motherfucker ain't paying nothing. And I don't care if Mexican people come over here, Middle Eastern people, and don't pay no taxes. I don't care because there's billionaires ain't paying shit. That's cause they're yeah, Kiki, it is bullshit. It is. It is. But fuck, what can a bitch do? Pay my taxes. But I don't get upset at a poor Mexican family that's trying to come to the United States to have a baby or work or anything else. I get mad at these billionaires who be able to fly under the radar on their shit. And these motherfuckers make enough money to feed to sustain a small nation. Literally. I don't get mad about people coming here. Motherfuckers like the Elon Musk of the world, these motherfuckers getting these tax breaks. And then motherfucker like Donald Trump who won't even show his tax papers. That's what I get mad about. That, yeah, they write off everything. Shit. Last income tax season, I ain't even gonna sit here and trip with y'all. Thank God I was able to do some write-offs for my philanthropic givings. But that wasn't even a fuck enough. You know? Shit. And Kiki, guess what? That's exactly what I did. After last tax season, I have an accountant and I got a financial planner. They all work in the same office. Didn't know there was a financial planner in that same office. So hopefully things will pan out a little bit better. But Kiki, by now you should know, and little boss lady and Neek and anybody else in here, I am a giving person. And I just feel like I don't worry about who comes to the United States. Let them come. Let them come and let them try to live their best life. Because there's two things in life that is for sure: death and taxes. They might not pay no taxes, but death is inevitable for us all. I don't even worry about it. You said they all have the same accountants. Hell yeah, they all got the same accountants. That's why they be getting the big breaks. How you make damn near $1 billion and you don't have to pay no taxes? Mm-mm. Nope. I just try to choose what I'm gonna get mad about. I can't wait to see this Cash App. Woo-wee! Man. Ooh, Kiki. Man. Motherfuckers gonna be sick. They gonna be sick. They said anything over $600, they is on your ass. Mm, mm, mm. I'm like, well, because that's once it gets over, like here in Illinois, like with the lottery. And, I'm at the age where bitch play lottery a lot. And a bitch be winning. But in Illinois, if you win over $600, you can't cash it at like where you bought the ticket. Like if you buy a ticket at a gas station, let's say you hit for $400, they can cash that. You hit for $500, they can cash that. Anything over 600, you got to go downtown here in Chicago to the motherfucking what do you call that? The state building, and you gotta take your lottery ticket, and they cash it and they take the taxes out. So one day I played the lottery. I got some scratch offs. I won $5,000. And the next day I took it down here to the lottery people, and they took the state taxes out. They gave me back a check for $4,700. I deposited it into my account. When income tax time rolled around, I had to pay the federal taxes on that little funky ass $5,000, because they considered anything over $600 earned income. That 600 cap was over in the first cash. Man, boy, I mean, that shit crazy. The taxes on that. I'm like, that woman came back out and handed me $4,700. I was like, well, hold up, sis. I won $5,000, ma'am. She was like, oh, baby, we got to take the state taxes out. I was like, okay, I wasn't gonna complain. I took that shit. I took that shit. I'm like, but shit, I don't know what people gonna do, you know, because they definitely gonna. I don't ever pull my stocks out. Hell yeah, they pocket watch everything, man. Shit, if you go into your retirement and take out a nice lump sum, and they tell you, like, if you go into a thing like a deferred comp or something, or you borrow against your 401k, you know they want you to pay that shit back, or you'll get penalized. They'll penalize you. I ain't never seen no shit like it. I'm like, wow. And it's my money, and I gotta get penalized on my money, really? But it happens. So this whole, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen, because I'm sure with the cash apps and stuff like that, if it's over a certain amount, and there wasn't tax, you didn't escrow anything, they're gonna want the taxes on that. It's going to be a proverbial. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be some wild ass shit. Motherfuckers gonna be like, what? Huh? It's gonna be a lot of what out in the world. Shit. Mm-mm. I'm just like, woo. It ain't my business. Shit. I gotta worry about my own goddamn taxes. For real. And that's scary to fucking up. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go pee again. I'm back. Yeah. Shit. Hell, I can't worry about nobody else's goddamn taxes. Hell, I gotta worry about mine. Fuck. Okay. So you just come in my bed and just clean yourself. Mm-mm. It's gonna be a definite shit show. And that's scary. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what to expect. I got another story. I'm not gonna say the person's name, but this person, we were really tight, right? And we grew up together. And this motherfucker is a doctor. And when they pay doctors, they don't take out their taxes. So if you done worked at a hospital or whatever, and let's just say you made, because they get paid once a month. I seen one of his checks for 1 month from a hospital. It's like $65,000. And then he worked at another hospital part-time, and that shit was like 40-some thousand dollars. This motherfucker was breaking in those checks, and didn't escrow any of that motherfucking money. By the time it was time for him to pay taxes, he owed a shit ton of money to that 3-letter people. And the thing, there's just certain acronyms that I'm not gonna fuck with you. I'm not gonna fuck with the IRS. I'm not gonna fuck with the CIA. I'm not gonna fuck with the FBI, DEA, none of that shit. These are acronyms that could get you into jams. It says some landlords were getting 1099s from. Man, there were people, I know people for sure who, Amistad is on. I know people for sure who during the pandemic were not behind on their rent. And their landlords were like, hey, I'm gonna put in these papers and say you behind on your rent. And they gonna send you put in and you say you behind. And they gonna send you some money. And when they send you some money, you break me off this and you keep this. That shit was fraudulent. That shit was fucking fraudulent. You wasn't even behind on your motherfucking rent. You wanted to hit a lick. The same way with these people with these motherfucking PPP loans. These motherfuckers think these motherfuckers ain't gonna come back to check on their money. You didn't have a company. Now all of a sudden you got a company or you able to get a PPP loan. I could have got a PPP loan. And I called my accountant and I asked him, I said, hey, should I get a PPP loan? He was like, your company has been up and running for less than a year. Don't do it. He said, you got one motherfucking employee, my one artist. He's like, don't do it. Don't do it. And I said, okay. And then I'm seeing people all in Chicago, people I know, shit, motherfuckers getting these big ass PPP loans. And then, peep this. One of my girlfriends told me that she went to go pay her rent, right? And she said she went to go pay her rent or go take care of some paperwork. And she said there were girls in the office, like people there crying and fussing because they were getting subsidized housing or like Section 8, and they went and got fucking PPP loans for $25,000 and $30,000, and you're getting the money from the government, and the government is paying half of your rent. And the shit was recorded. So then what happened was they sent these young ladies papers like, hey, you got to pay market price rent. You got to pay full rent. And they were tweaking because when you only got to pay like $300 a month in rent, and the rent's like 1,700, you do the math. Now you got to pay the real whole amount of rent. People gonna be sad. See, all the glitters ain't gold. All the glitters ain't gold. It was just a husband and wife, downstate Illinois. These motherfuckers got like 1.5 million because they had like some sort of construction company or something. They spent 300 some $1,000 on a house. And then they bought cars. That's not what they were supposed to use the money for. That money was payroll money. That was money to keep your employees paid. And people went and didn't even have businesses and did that shit. And I guess motherfuckers think that they chickens ain't gonna come home to roost. You cannot fuck with the government and they giving you. It was too easy for people to get that money. Boy, the one thing you better know, if it looks too good to be true, it probably the fuck is. They gave that money out too willy-nilly. Too willy-nilly. They giving up that rent assistance shit out. Too easy. You know? You just got to be careful. A lot of them lost their housing. Yeah, they lost their housing and their benefits behind a motherfucking PPP loan. Shit. I was just like, ooh. She told me, she's like, my girlfriend, she called me, she's like, girl, they down here crying and upset because they got to pay $1,500 a month in rent. But you shouldn't have put in a PPP loan then. All that shit go back to the government. They know all your shit. Hell, what the fuck? You can't get upset. Now you got to pay real rent. Welcome. Welcome. Shit, if everyone only had to pay $200-$300 a month in mortgage or rent, everybody would be balling. Hell, rent and mortgage is half a motherfucker's bills. Those the big bills. Hell, I'd rather know my rent is paid and my car note is paid and have a roof over my head than any fucking thing else. And you knew who was getting these damn PPP loans because motherfuckers was going and getting their butts did and all that other shit. And now you got a fat ass and you owe money back to the government. And they don't play. They'll put you in fucking jail. Fuck that shit. If I owe y'all, take it. Take it. I ain't trying to be sitting in nobody's jail. Fuck that. Saying they make $80K a year. Hell yeah. Come on, man. If you make $80K a year, why are you only paying $250 a month rent? It ain't math. But they'll be going slowly at these people. Very slowly. But they'll get them. You know. Don't take shit that you don't fucking need when there's people out here who really needed that shit. You know. Yeah, it was great because they were giving people rent assistance. But guess who they weren't giving assistance to? They weren't giving like mortgage assistance. You know how many people lost their homes because they lost their jobs or their jobs is shut down during a pandemic? You know how many people exhausted their 401ks and their deferred comps and had to cash in savings to stay the fuck afloat. And then there are people out here taking and you don't owe shit, but you want the money. You want to say you have a business. That shit's not fair. Mm-hmm. Yep. You're right, Foxy. You're right. You are absolutely right. Shit. The motherfuckers I know didn't get no goddamn mortgage assistance. You know, I feel like if you owed on your rent and you lost your job, by all means, get the money to stay afloat, to take care of your family. But if you didn't owe anything and you just being, hey man, what are you doing? And you just being, hold on, you just being thirsty. It was the same program that gave 25K to shit. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Here are all the states and nothing else. Oh, okay, they gave mortgage assistance and nothing else. I don't know, Princess. The pandemic was a really fucked up thing. I believe you, sis. I ain't questioning you. You know, the pandemic was fucked up, and a lot of people were fucked up. You know, but people out here getting those fucking PPP loans, and you didn't have a business. That wasn't right. That wasn't right. You know, and motherfuckers act like the roosters ain't gonna come home back to roost. They ain't coming back to the coop. Oh, it's gonna be full circle. So between those PPP loans and the government fucking getting ready to putting taxes on these cash apps and PayPals and all that other shit, people gonna be shocked. Shocked. Mm-mm. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. Crazy. I sent my last big cash app off in January because I owe somebody some money because of something that they did for me and I paid them back. That was the last huge ass motherfucking cash app I sent. Mm-mm. Here in this state, they will pay. I mean, they do that here too, they do it here too. But it was people that they were helping with things like that who were turning around saying that they made the $80,000 a year and they needed the PPP loan to keep up their employees. Someone said it was more motherfuckers saying they had landscape companies than any other time. You ain't cutting no motherfucking grass. Stop lying. That shit's wild. So this is why I don't worry about shit I can't control. Yup. Kiki, you are absolutely fucking right. You are absolutely right. Like a setup for failure. But if you fail for the old banana in the tailpipe, you set yourself up for failure. You know, shit, if everybody else jump off the bridge, you gonna jump off too? No, no, no. Motherfuckers, it was too easy to get. There are motherfuckers out here getting $200,000 fucking PPP loans, knowing good, full and well you only had 2 fucking employees. Mm, hell no. I'm not fucking with the IRS like that. I'm not fucking with none of those government agencies like that. That's why I don't get caught up, Kiki, in the whole minutia of it. I worry. I be like this. These the blinders. If my hands up like this, I can't see what's coming through my door and I can't see the side of my bed. The only thing I can see is what the fuck is in front of me. And guess what? I'm seeing me. I don't worry about all the other shit. You know, money come, money go. But when it's coming and it's good, just know that if it's a certain amount you gonna have to pay your fucking taxes. And I don't think a lot of people looked at that shit. Shit, people are just happy to be getting a few dollars and whatnot. And they got it. And you don't think there's gonna be no repercussions from it? One of my girlfriends, her landlord asked her to do that. True story. And they agreed. And I guess the money was supposed to go straight to the landlord. And he was supposed to, like, and she was between jobs, okay? Mind you, she was between jobs. And her fucking landlord they supposed to went like 50-50 on that shit. She was between jobs, but she was not behind on her rent. And when the money came, the landlord welched on her and didn't give her what he was supposed to give her. So then what happened was they had a second go around. And he came at her again about it. This time she lit his ass up. She told him no. And he was mad that she didn't do it. You know what I mean? She was like, I learned my lesson. I fuck him. All right. To recoup the funds from some of those failed businesses without going after the taxes. Yep. And that's exactly what it is, Foxy Cool. People just did not think about this. Like, damn, did you think this shit through at all? Did you not think that the government was not going to come back? These motherfuckers will put up all sorts of shit like, you know, you look up and now it's something new. You can't do this. You can't file this many kids. You can only get earned income on this. Hell, I knew a chick. This motherfucker had she had so many damn kids that she was like, you know, letting other people file a few of her kids, and I don't know what happened. Like I think like 3 of her kids, the father ended up filing them, and the person that she was normally letting file for those 3 kids, I guess when they got ready to file them, some shit popped off. Oh my God. They took that girl's entire her entire income tax return for like 3 years, 3 or 4 years. She wasn't getting shit back. She was sick. And I was just like, oh my God. I'm like, why would you do that? She was just like, because it was extra money and he decided to file the kids. She was mad at him, but hell, those were his damn kids. What did you think was gonna happen? you know, she was eating off that shit for a while too, because she would get, she would get that earned income back. Because I think you could only file 2 or 3 kids. She was getting nice money for those kids. Those motherfuckers would kick her back down that money. Mm-mm. And then her home girl who was filing those kids got in trouble. And then they fell out because her friend felt like she should have told her that the children's father was going to be filing them. Hell, she didn't even know. She didn't even know. That's why I don't be understanding those like get rich quick schemes and shit like that. Don't scheme. Mm-mm. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm too scared to do all that shit. I'll be like, nah, no, no. Mm-mm. It's fucked up. But everyone has made valid points. Everyone's opinion over here is valid to me, and I respect everyone's opinion. You know, that's just the beauty of life. We can agree to disagree. You know, I just feel like people is gonna come back, and it's slowly coming back. And you got to know if they going after white folks who did PPP loans, what they'll come after black people too. They will. And just all I can say is people be ready. People be ready. And if people been out here, getting, money here and there, you know, especially people with cash apps, don't go through no H&R Block and all those motherfuckers. Get you a real live accountant, one who does accounting 365 days a year. This is their only career. Because one thing a lot of people don't know is places like H&R Block, a few months before income tax season rolls around, they will train people who, to file taxes. And when dealing with taxes and tax money, you want to make sure that you are protected. Of course, Miss Kiki. Unique. Girl, I took a nap. I went to the restaurant opening. I came home. I ate that food, Unique. It was so good. I got the itis and I went to sleep. So I had a nap. So bitch is feeling very refreshed. But Princess, you have a background in that. It's different. It's different. You know some tax loopholes and shit like that. You're not an accountant, but you have a background in that. It's not like you just started that shit 2 months ago. It's a difference. So yes, Unique. I got the itis and I took a nap and the bitch is feeling overly refreshed at 1 o'clock in the morning. It don't make no sense. And yes, Kiki, that's how mature people have conversations. And we always gonna keep our shit very mature, very sexy, and very cute and cool, and all the other good shit in the lady lounge because we are ladies over here. And if there's some gentlemen in the bushes or whatever, we grown. We grown, you know. What? And you did see, but you also didn't fuck nobody's shit up. I know people whose taxes done got fucked up from going through those places. Had I've never went through H&R Block or any Jackson Hewitt or any of those places. Now, when I was with my first husband, our accountant was Bert Padell. And y'all probably don't know who Bert Padell is, but Biggie rapped about Bert Padell. He was like the accountant to the stars. And he had this big ass fucking office in this, like, a big ass office building. And it was crazy because when you walked in his office, his own office was fucking huge. And he had pictures like of his clients on the walls. It was like Barbara Streisand, Madonna, Shaquille O'Neal. It was a bunch of them. I was like, damn nigga, we ain't got money to be fucking with this man like that. We ain't set up like that. Our money ain't set up like that. But he wanted to go with the williest motherfucking accountant. Well, you get real good accountant, you got to pay real good accountant money. Woo wee. Let's walk back to the back. Go to the kitchen and throw. Okay. You know what I was thinking? I'm thinking about looking into what company owns Duracell batteries. Reason being is because I got these motion lights in my house. So when I walk in the house when it's dark, the lights come on. And I buy a lot of fucking batteries. And I just feel like maybe I need to invest in this company because I do buy a lot of fucking batteries. I was just walking in the kitchen, the light came on. I promise you, I just changed that battery. Those three little AAA batteries. Is it AA or AAA? It's a little bit skinny one. Just changed motherfuckers 2 weeks ago. Already dim. Okay, what is being said? The grand opening was so good. Yeah, I already talked about it, but I tell you, Miss Unique, it was good. And baby, they make the best red beans and rice I ever had in my life. The best beans and rice I ever had in my life. The people were kind. It was fun. The food was good. I ain't had no complaints. It took a little while before, they got everything open, but I guess they were still doing preparation. But everything was excellent. And I spoke with the operator owner of the restaurant after I got home, after I ate my food. And he said that they had literally sold out of everything and they weren't supposed to close, I think, till 10 o'clock. But he said they had plenty of food, just, things were frozen. They might have to pick up a few other things because the food is made fresh. It ain't no can, nothing and whatnot. It was really, really good. And I was really, really full when I came in this motherfucker. I got bucking ass naked. I got up in this fucking bed and ate like I had never had any food. Shit, when I finished eating, I had to go to the bathroom and get I have a toothbrush that I use to clean underneath my nails. I had food. I had macaroni and cheese underneath my nails. Shit, it was gross. But the food was fucking wonderful. Buy Duracell stock. Thank you, Unique. And you know what? Fuck Unique, I love you. Do you know the call letters of the company? I want to find out. Now, I have, hold on, y'all. Okay. I got stock, like regular stock, but one day I was just going through Cash App and this thing popped up and said they sell stock. So I bought some stock off of Cash App too. Shit. And I'd be so tempted to cash that shit in. But no, I just save it. I got Coca-Cola, Boeing, Berkshire Hathaway, and General Electric. But I'm gonna check on see find out who Duracell is and buy me a few little stocks with Duracell. Hell, I started all my little stocks with like $20. And they done turned over a few little times and they go up and then they drop. But just if anyone has Cash App, utilize it for, not just sending cash. Go to their stock thing on there and look at all the fucking stocks they have. And yeah. All right, Foxy Cool. Hell yeah. Check that shit out, you guys. And you can start it with like $10, $20. And it's just fun to see it go up. And then it might say it went down so many points. I remember one day I had over the summer, around the 4th of July. Actually, before the 4th of July, my fucking Coca-Cola stocks was high as fuck. Cause motherfuckers be drinking Coca-Cola. They a private company now. Oh, damn. Damn, Unique. Now I'm kind of sad, man. You had me all like, and now I'm like, dun 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 dun. Damn, they a private company. Duracell bogus as hell. They know they should be a publicly traded company so I can get some stock. Cause they trying to keep all that money in their family. They ain't trying to give nobody no goddamn money. But like the other stocks that I have, I don't even know what they are. He handled that shit. Yep, it's fun to watch, but it sucks when they drop. Yeah, I guess maybe if I had put like, let's just say like $1,000 in it or something, and the shit just like plummeted, then I would probably be upset. But like these stocks on Cash App, I'm just kind of those was like my little fun stocks that, so I don't really get upset about that. Cause like I think I started my largest stock with like $75, and I think that was try Energizer. Unique, see what Energizer, see if they, because I use Energizer batteries too. I hate off-brand batteries. Like, you know how you buy something and it comes with that like little white battery? I never use those batteries. It's like, why don't those batteries ever last long? I'd be like, oh hell no. No, no. Damn, I'm really kind of upset about that. Duracell tripping. But I like to watch them. I like to watch the stocks go up and I ain't got no whole bunch of money in those stocks. I don't even think I have hundreds of dollars in those stocks. But it's just my little bit of money, and it's just nice just to see. It's fun. Now I do have Disney stocks. I do have Disney, but not on Cash App. I don't even be paying attention to those. Those just come and go. I just wanted something that I could see because I can't read those fucking tickers. Hey, Simba Queen, what's up, baby? Girl, I took a nap earlier. I took a nap. I ate that soul food. That soul food put me down like 4 flat tires. I was this motherfucker like, I had slob running out my mouth and everything. But yeah, that nap fucked me up. So I'll probably be up for a minute and take my ass to sleep. Then hold up. Uh-oh. Oh, y'all. That was a yawn. I need to get up early. Because you remember, well, for those who were on my live earlier, I said, oh, I'm going to go up here to the grand opening of the restaurant. Then when I come back this way, I'm going to get some gas. And then I'm going to go pick my son up from work. The one thing I did not do was go get gas. So I'm going to get up in the morning, run over to Costco because ain't nobody going to be there, gas the car up, and then come back home. I'm going to run my son to work. At first, he said he wasn't going to work because he said he wasn't feeling well. But now he's feeling well. And he said they paying him double or some shit. So I'm going to run him to work. And then baby girl wants to go get a Korean corn dog. So I'm going to take her to get a Korean corn dog. Then I'm just going to come back home and chill. And then my son get off work at 10 o'clock. And then I got to drive all the way back out to the suburbs to pick him up at 10. And then he don't work Tuesday and Wednesday. So we're going to go get our little Christmas tree, throw some lights on that motherfucker and a few ornaments. Merry Christmas, bitches. And then one of those days I'm going to do my laundry. Then he worked Thursday. Then he off Friday. Then fuck, next week is Christmas. Next Sunday, I think. But not this Sunday coming up, the Sunday after. So it's 2 weeks away. You know, get a few little things. I got gas and everything today. I didn't. Yeah, I know you told me. I wish you would have told me that you would. You did tell me you were gonna go get gas. I wish I would have cashed up you some money so you could have got me some Newports while you was over that way. Cause you know they be cheap as fuck. But you know what? I'll cash app you anyway. And if you go there when you come to get the candles, just grab me grab me 2 packs of Newports, please. She lives close to a place where everything is cheaper. And it's just fucked up because I would go over there to get my gas, but it's too far away from my fucking house, man. It's too much. It's too much. But yeah, today was good. And other than just driving him to work, okay. See, Sim Queen, the itis starting to come back up. But I got a pin curl my hair up tonight. So I'll be up for a minute. It's not worth it for me at all. You are absolutely right, sis. Hell, by the time I drive over there to get some gas and get the fuck back over here, my gas shit done went down. But you right there. So, and my mom, I remember being a kid and, you know, just growing up over east in Chicago, which is close to Indiana. I remember my mom would be like, I'm going to Indiana to get my gas. I know those Indiana people be sick of seeing people from Chicago over there buying gas and cigarettes. But shit, everything's so expensive in Chicago. It's just like, geez, why y'all gotta be so expensive? We got like the highest sales tax in the fucking nation. Do you know we gotta pay for plastic bags here? I think I got a pimple in my ear, y'all. That motherfucker hurt. And I clean my ears every day. Is this a pimple or am I tweaking? Maybe it's a dry skin. I don't know. But anyway, We got to pay for plastic bags here, 7 cents a bag. Now you go to some stores, they be like, I don't give a fuck. They don't even charge you for the bag. But they gave us a 7 cent bag tax. So when you get at a cash register and a motherfucker trying to just do the right thing and you done did your real live grocery shopping, you know, you might have 15 bags of groceries. You know what I mean? They don't make plastic bags like they used to. You can't fill those motherfuckers up. And then if they got to double the bag, I'm like, so you put my shit in the bag and you doubling it, but you didn't even ask me that I wanted double, but you want to charge me an extra 7 cents. I just be like, whatever. I just pay it and keep it going. We got a sugar tax in Illinois. A sugar tax. We got all sorts of weird ass taxes. Nah, gas done went down, but everybody was running around acting crazy when gas was going up and complaining and like, losing their mind. Look, I'm a 70s baby. I remember they had some sort of gas crisis in the 70s. Like, I don't know if it was a gas shortage or not. I have no idea, but I remember people were going crazy. Look, the bottom line, people, is if you got a car and you got to get to and fro, you just got to pay it. You don't want to. Hell, my car to fill my tank up from empty to full is like maybe $50 when gas is on the low end. Boy, when those gas prices went up, shit, man, I would be at be at Costco just looking at that shit like, when you going down? 80 fucking dollars. $80. I think they be doing that shit to like scare us. Are you going to film? Yes, I am going to film the picking up the Christmas tree. And yes, it'll probably be interesting. But I found a little Christmas tree spot I want to try to hit. It's like in this area called Oak Park. And we're going to go pick up that Christmas tree and we're going to have a good time, Miami. You remember that? In the 70s? Okay, me and you born the same year, Queen. Yeah. And they had all those people, cars were like just blocks and blocks and blocks. And everyone was trying to get gas. And then they had something in the 80s with some gas. Oh, you got a Mini Cooper? Shut the fuck up. I know you lying. $36 to fill your car. Wow. That's dope, sis. Holy shit. $36. Do you all see this? Simba Queen, it, oh my God. $36 to fill her car up. Is this from empty to full? Like empty. Like that shit on E and you gonna take it back to F. It's only $36. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. And then these people out here, y'all, they got those big ass trucks, like Suburbans and shit. Those fucking Cadillacs and those fucking I gotta peek. Ooh, whistle. Empty to full. Wow. That's awesome. Ooh, wee. That's crazy. Oh my God. Ooh. See, that's what I was talking about, y'all. Those people with those big ass Suburbans and Tahoes and all that shit. And her husband got a huge Ford pickup, which means it's probably like one of those fucking F-150s or something. $112 to fill up a fucking tank. Oh my God. And if he driving a lot, he probably got to fill up what, twice a week? Uh-uh. Hell no. And I like a good pickup truck. But $112, God damn, man. And then you know, it's like places like people in New York. Yep, at least. Wow. It's like places like in New York where they got like a hell of a transit system and motherfuckers don't be having cars and whatnot. It's just like you we want to take shit back to basics. I wish these motherfuckers would let people just have horses in the city. Cause I ain't even gonna sit here and stunt y'all. A bitch will have a horse. I give me a horse. I be taking my horse everywhere. We'll go to the grocery store, pull him up in the parking lot, tie him down, have some of those little things on the side so I can put my food in it and ride his ass back home. Me and that nigga go to Walgreens. Where else I take my horse? We would ride to Louboutin. I tie him up to a tree on Oak Street. Um, yeah, I would love to just have a horse. That's real horsepower. You know, just gotta make sure that motherfucker got hay and water and like a place to put them, like a not a like a barn or something. Man, if they would let people ride horses, how many of y'all would get a horse? Let's just I'm just being real serious. If they said, okay, you guys, you can have cars, but we're gonna have horse lanes where you can ride your horse to stores and everything. Who would get a horse? I'm just asking. Now y'all know I love animals, so y'all know my black ass will buy a horse. Shit. And one of my girlfriends in here, I'm not gonna tell you all what state she lives in because she probably don't want people to know that. But she live in a place where she said people like there's Amish people and they be riding horses with buggies. You better stop playing. I would give me a horse with a buggy. I'd be all over the place. I'll pull up in front of your house, Princess, like, come on, Trigger, let's go. We ride. I'll pick you up in my pick you up in my buggy. We be going downtown. Come on, boy. Mm-mm. Lived in NYC, didn't drive until 29. Wow, right. Because it's like driving in New York is like probably one of the worst, most crazy. I learned how to drive. I got my license in Chicago, but my parents wouldn't let me drive their cars and shit. So I didn't drive for real until I moved to New York. I had post-traumatic stress disorder from driving in New York. Like when I first got to New York, it was like I'd never seen that many taxi cabs in my whole life. I'm like, damn, is it? It was just like a sea of cabs. I'm like, damn, does everybody here drive a cab? But now now that there's Uber and Lyft, I know they probably big salty. But New York is just a different place. It's a state of, not just a place, it's a state of mind, baby. But yeah, I would give me a horse and I would ride my horse and shit all over Chicago. Shit, there was a man here. He got arrested. about a year and a half ago, because he was protesting something, and he was riding his horse here on an expressway called the Dan Ryan. Y'all look that shit up. Google dude who rode his horse on the Dan Ryan in Chicago. He rode his horse, and the police had to stop him and everything. And they took his horse, and it was crazy because he was riding that. He was riding that motherfucker down the expressway. Now I wouldn't do that to no horse, but I mean, he was trying to protest something, and I guess he thought that was a good idea, but they took his animals from him. I think he might have had one or two horses. They took him. I'm afraid he stays to drive anywhere. Girl, me too. Me too. One of my things is I want to be able to get wealthy. And one of my main reasons, other than my kids and, my family and helping my good friends, my good sister friends, is because I would love to have a chauffeur. I'm so serious. I would love to have a chauffeur. Motherfucker just pull up in front of the house and drive me where I want to go. Open the car door up. You know, you might not have to worry about no tickets and shit. Cause I be driving everybody everywhere. And I be getting tired. My son, a new driver, and I don't be wanting him to drive everywhere because I be worried about him, because people be carjacking people. Look at this cat jack. Yeah, but hey, it is what it is. There's really nothing anyone can do but fuck, go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Peace.
Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. I just feel like, ouch. So many things going on in the world and in life. So I just feel like, hey, you guys, let's not complain. We're still here. Gas is going to be high. Tax is going to be high. As long as we're making it, what else can we do? Just live, love, be happy, find the goodness. I got a belch. Find the goodness in people. Know the goodness in yourself. Have fun. Be a real existentialist. Don't worry about people coming in our country. Worry about some things that we need to change. Unifying us. Learning to be kind to us. When I say us, I mean Black folks. That's basically it. Just a little tenderness. It goes a long way. And guess what? You'll be blessed. But anywho, I'm going to get off of here, but let me do my thank yous and good nights. First of all, I would like to thank Kiki. Thank you, Kiki, so much. And always know that your opinion is respected over here. And You won't be frowned upon or talked down to because of it. It's not going to happen over here. Miss Simba Queen, thank you so much, sis, for coming. I appreciate you coming. And shit, congratulations on only having to spend $36 to fill up your motherfucking tank. You know, who else was in here? My little big sister slash little boss lady, Princess. Thank you so much, sis. Appreciate you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you, and have a good work day. Mm, the real Foxy Cool. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate your support. And the Lady Lounge loves you. My Unique. Thank you, Unique, for just being uniquely you and always stopping by and supporting the Lady Lounge. Kiki. My Kiki. Thank you so much, Kiki. Um, Appreciate your support and your kindness, and you're dope. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Little boss lady. I like to call her little big boss lady. Thank you so much, sweetie, for coming through and always giving me your support. You are very appreciated over here in the Lady Lounge. Neek, Neek Q. Thank you, Neek. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate you, honey. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. I know my girl Tracy was here. Thank you, big sis. Thank you for coming. You always stick your head in. Ooh, that sounds so horrible. Just let me put the head in. Well, thank you. Thank you, big sis, for coming through. I appreciate you always coming. And I'll be having my morning coffee talking shit with you. Cause girl, I got something to tell you. Ooh, wee. Black Diamond, our sergeant at arms over here in the Lady Lounge. Thank you so much, sweetie, for your support and just the love that you give to me and your college cutie pie. You are much, much appreciated. Whom else? Kamiko. Kamiko, thank you so much. You are always here and I appreciate you. Miami, me, Miami, my Miami mommy, thank you so much. You are the dopest. My Gina 380. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I appreciate you for being here. Who am I missing? I didn't miss not one person. So thank you for everyone who participated in the chat. And thank you for those of you who were in the bushes for just being here. I would appreciate it when exiting if you hit the like button. And that's it. I appreciate you guys. Good night. God bless you all. And we're going to talk tomorrow. We'll later on today, God willing. So I'll talk to you guys later.